I am trying to figure this out. I don't know if I'm being recorded right now. Maybe so, maybe not. Oh, I am. I'm being recorded right now. Okay, well, I bid you shalom or peace in your dwelling places. This is Gabrielle with Mother's Herbal Instincts or Mother's Herbal Instincts, however you say it. And this is a video that I've been preparing to do for quite a while, since I gave birth to my 6th child a little over 3 months ago. So I noticed that in a few of my videos that I have done, I made mention of home birth and placenta care if you decide to hang on to the placenta, but I never really did the steps or show you guys what I do. So I put together a little, I don't know, I guess PowerPoint, so you guys can kind of see the process that we normally take. Again, this is just all my suggestions. It's not something that you personally have to do yourself, but this is what we have done and this is what has worked for us. So as you can see, the first screen is just Mother Herbal Instincts, Be Herbally Defined, which I'm streaming from both pages. I'm streaming from the Facebook page and I am streaming from my YouTube page, which is Herbally Defined. I'm actually trying something different. This is my first time using this program, and hopefully it turns out pretty good, because I really like the fact that I can have my PowerPoint on the screen and video record. This is a program that my husband uses, so I'm testing it out. This is the first time doing live, and this is my first time actually using this program. So hopefully it's actually live like it says it is. Hopefully it is streaming well to where you can hear me. If you hear children in the background, those are mine. More than likely you'll hear just the baby, because I have the baby in the room with me. So if you catch me keep looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking to check and make sure he's doing good. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started, because I don't know how long this is going to let me stream. Like I said, it's my first time, so hallelujah. Email is at the bottom of this page. If you guys ever have any questions, concerns, you can email me at this email, and just be patient. I deal with a lot of different people from all over. So the problem is not that I have not received your email. The problem is I am probably aiding and helping someone else too at the time that your email was sent through. So if you send the email, I will get it. All right. All right, let's go to the next screen. So placenta who? I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me move myself out of the way. All right, there I am. Placenta who? A lot of first-time moms don't really know what a placenta is. So what I did was I just put a little description of what the placenta is, what it does. The most important organ of our baby's existence. The first best friend, life mate they'll ever have. This living organ was created to benefit the growth of life in your womb. This beautiful organ supplies oxygen, nutrients, and waste removal for your baby. This fetal organ is vital for you and baby during your journey through pregnancy. The placenta is the filter between mommy and baby. It does for baby what Christ does for us. Amazing, right? For a short moment, you are able to see the plan of redemption through the development and growth of a baby. So moms, because the placenta is a part of you, you want to make sure you're paying very good attention to how you are moving physically and what you're putting into your body physically as well. Because everything that you eat, the environments that you go into, the environments you come out of, what you drink will greatly affect the development of the placenta. How you are moving throughout pregnancy will greatly affect the action of the placenta. If you rupture your placenta, you're not only endangering your baby's life, but you're endangering your life. So these are just some key things I wanted to share with you guys about your placenta. It's a very beautiful, beautiful organ that develops while you are pregnant, and it's life-sustaining for your child. Okay, so that's just a little bit. I encourage you guys to actually go and do some research and look at the beautiful wonder of the placenta. Okay, there goes baby. Just give me one moment. I'm going to go grab him, and then I'll be right back. Hey. Hey. All right, I'm back, and I got a guest. Say hi. Hi. Can you look at the camera? You see? Blood of Jesus over you. Peace. Peace over you as well. All right. So this is what my placenta was able to nurture. This little bundle of peace right here. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the next. Whoop. I went too fast. Oh. All right. I think that's right. So, life is in the blood. Place of refuge. This is the place of refuge for this baby right here and whatever baby's in your womb. Okay? These are just some pictures that I wanted to put on here and show. All right, what to expect. After delivery of baby, placenta will shrink as it dries out. Okay? If you look at the picture that's on the screen, this is what the placenta looks like. Okay? Let me move that down. All right, that's what most placentas look like. That's a healthy looking placenta, nice and colorful. The cord will turn white and it will shrink day by day. Okay, cord will become sticky and cold. So because it's becoming sticky and cold, what will tend to happen is if you are wrapping the baby up in a blanket or the baby's diaper, if you're cloth diapering, you'll start to see like lint, hair, whatever's in the air will begin to stick to the cord, the umbilical cord. So that's normal. If it begins to stick to it, you can just take your witch hazel wipes, which is on the next screen talking about care suggestions. You could just wipe it off. It's not going to harm baby. It's not going to do anything to hurt the baby. So it's nothing to get, concerned about. It will be cold. So if it touches baby's skin or if it touches you, it's going to feel kind of slimy and cold. That's normal, okay? It has to stay close to the baby. If you're going to be moving baby around, if people are going to be holding the baby, what they need to understand is that wherever baby goes, the placenta goes. So if the placenta's in a bag, the person who's holding the baby is going to have to hold the bag as well. This is baby's best friend. It has to stick with him until it decides that it's ready to detach itself from him. Okay, so you want to make sure you share that with those who may be coming to visit or those who may want to hold the baby. If you are having the placenta attached, they need to know that they're going to have to be just as careful with the placenta as they are with the baby. Are you talking? Okay, clean cord and placenta daily. You're going to have just expect to clean it daily. Like I said, because it's going to catch things out of the air, whatever's on the baby, and it's going to be sticking to the cord. Okay, and then it detaches in about 3 to 5 days. My children's placenta normally falls off within 2 to 3 days. Just because I pay close attention to the care that I'm giving to it. And they do typically well with it. So those are little things to expect. All right, placenta care suggestions. Again, if you hear children in the background, that's just my children. Oh, get my water. Oh, here's a tip. I suggest you guys drink distilled water. I got my water down here, so I just thought about it like, distilled or alkaline water is really good for you, okay? And okay, placenta care suggestions. Cleanse daily with essential oil, tea tree, and water. And be careful to remove the blood clots. You will see blood clots as you are cleaning the placenta, and it's fine. If they swish out into the water, that's fine. You can just remove them off of the placenta, shake it around in the bowl, and then just pour it out, rinse it out, and switch it over. Okay, but you want to clean it daily. Cleaning it daily is going to keep that odor down. It's going to keep that odor down that develops when you have decaying flesh. Kind of, it's shrinking, okay? So remember, it is an organ, and it has detached from your body. So each day it's going to shrink, and it's going to really smell if it's not cleansed properly. And the smell normally comes from because it's blood there and it's sitting. The longer you allow blood to sit, that's what causes it to really stink really bad. So if you cleanse it, you won't have that stinky smell. Jordan! Hold on just a second, guys. My little thunder is screaming. Hold on a moment. Okay, I'm back. In my house shoes, if y'all hear that. That's my house shoes. Okay, change bowls, cloths with each cleaning. So if you look at this picture, I have bags down here. These are linen. They're linen bags that I've gotten from the company. If you zoom in, you can see the companies on there. I try to take a really good picture of it. But it's an eco company, and it's all natural organic fabric. And this is what we put our placentas in, okay? The little bags down here. There's another picture showing you how we cleanse it. We just take one of the, I guess you call them emesis bowls that you normally get at the hospital, or the basin, hospital basins, a little blue bowl. And I normally provide that with one of the birth kits. It's either the birth kit or it's the postpartum kit. But one of the kits, I provide a bowl in there just in case you're wanting to keep the placenta until you're able to get your bags. But what you do is you just fill it up with the water, like I said, and you put a little bit of tea tree oil in there, and then, as you can see, the placenta is getting washed up under the sink. Okay, so this is how we normally do it. And this is what the placenta starts looking like as the days. This is probably like day 2. Day 2, day 3, the placenta normally looks like this. So if you're looking at the picture above, that's what it looks like. I do not recommend you salting the placenta. That's why I have it in big red letters down there. Do not salt. Okay? With each cleaning, you want to make sure that you're using different material. If you look in the picture, I have multiple bags, multiple linen bags there. So each day that it gets cleaned, it gets a new bag. Okay? Somebody's getting hungry. Milk on the go. Okay, so each day you want to make sure that you are changing the bag. Okay, cleanse cord and navel with witch hazel throughout the day. That's not something that you just do once a day. You want to do it daily, you know, throughout the day. I recommend doing it every diaper changing. Every time you change the diaper, just clean the umbilical cord too. Because sometimes if you're not quick, which every single newborn I have, it's like I've never changed a diaper before. I'm like, dang, I don't realize how rusty I am with these diapers until I have a newborn, and I realize how quick I really have to move. So, in those instances, sometimes they shoot pee. I have boys. The girls, you really don't have to worry about that. But with the boys, they shoot pee and it may get pee on the umbilical cord. So I have to wash, I have to clean it off with the witch hazel. So a good time to do the witch hazel is when you do the diaper changes. That way, you probably have witch hazel, the navel area, and the cord at least 8 to 10 times in one day. And this is normally how the umbilical cord that's on my children dry out quickly, and they detach within 2 to 3 days. Also, another thing is you want to make sure that, and I got it, it's right here. You want to allow equal airflow to both placenta and the cord. What I've seen and I've noticed from other moms that I've been able to check on after having the baby is when I check the placenta is still kind of a little large still, and the navel, the cord attached to the placenta part is still kind of sticky, still kind of moist. And then by the time I look at the navel, it looks like the navel is dry and it's ready to, it's just really dry and ready to come off. But the other part of the cord is still sticky and it hasn't shrunk yet, still the same length. So how you alleviate that is you want to make sure that you're getting proper airflow to both the placenta and the navel and the cord in between. You want them all to dry out at the same time. I normally don't put anything on my children those first couple of days just so that it can aerate equally. I don't put a onesie on them. The only thing that I put on them is maybe their diaper. And I normally don't put that diaper on them until a couple of hours after delivering them. Because they really don't use the bathroom until a couple of hours. The breast milk, the colostrum it takes a little bit to get through their system to cause them to have a bowel movement. So I normally don't do diapers until about 2 to 3 hours after having them. I just do a lot of skin to skin and allow the air to get to the umbilical cord and allow the air to get to the placenta as well. And then, before we lay down or before we call it a night, then that's when we actually go ahead and prepare the placenta with the herbs and cleansing and bagging and things like that. But before then, it's normally, I'm just letting air get straight to it. So you want to make sure equal amounts of air gets to the placenta, the cord, and the navel. Okay, so all right, let's go to the next one. All right, the detachment phase. Yay! This is probably a lot of people's favorite part. This is my husband's favorite part, just because it takes up so much room in the bed. But thank the Father, we have a king-size bed. So the placenta has its own place in the bed, and it kind of, my husband, he's like, I can't wait for this thing to get out of this bed. So this right here, the detachment phase, is probably the favorite phase of all phases of having the placenta still attached to baby. As the placenta prepares to detach, you will notice that the cord has turned light brown and has begun to harden. This is normal. The quickest way to get it to detach is to keep cleansing with the witch hazel at the navel. You can also use myrrh. I use a myrrh spray that I've made, and I'll spray that on the baby's navel, and I'll spray that on the placenta cord as well. If you are concerned with actually touching the cord, or you feel like you're hurting the baby, you're not hurting the baby, but you can make a little spray bottle, or you can just do the witch hazel wipes. But myrrh does the same thing. It's a cleansing agent as well. Keep your eyes on baby's hands and feet, that they don't kick or pull the cord. This can be uncomfortable for them if it happens. The babies are just now learning to really move their bodies, learning how to activate their arms and their legs. So they'll have reactions that are really, them trying to figure out what's going on. And so you want to make sure that the cord is not in the way of them kicking, especially during the hardening phase, because if they kick it too hard, they can actually probably tear it off. Oh, no. Let me go on that side. Okay, so and you are in the grabbing phase. All right, so let's sit up. You're good. Okay. So, another thing with that is loud noises. If you have a noise if you make too much noise suddenly, like a sudden loud noise, that'll cause them to startle, and that'll cause them to have that reflex where they are looking to grab something, and they will grab that umbilical cord if it is close to them. They will kick it if it is close to their hands or their feet. So loud noises, moving them too quickly will cause them to do that too and look for something to grab. So you just want to kind of monitor their movement to make sure that they don't hit the umbilical cord as well. All right, dispose of the placenta. Not many people know what to do. So I'm going to move this over so you guys can see. So Sister Gabby is going to tell you guys what you can do, all right? And then we're going to tell you what I recommend and what we do. So what we definitely don't do is store the placenta in the refrigerator, okay? You don't want to do that at all. Remember, it is bio waste. Once it comes outside of the womb, it has become a breeding ground for bacteria, okay? It's just like taking your sanitary napkin and putting it in the refrigerator. That's not something you would do. So you don't want to do that, putting your placenta in the refrigerator either. There are some moms who decide to eat their placenta. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to suggest you to do that either. But you all have your own path, and if you want to eat your placenta, you go right ahead. But I don't encourage you to do that, okay? It has to be treated as such, okay? So I have a picture of biohazard bags on here. Much like when you're in the hospital, once you deliver the baby, the placenta is dropped and it's thrown into a biohazard bag, and they carefully take it out of the room, and they handle it as waste byproduct. They handle it just as a waste byproduct. Gloves on. I mean, like you're diseased. You're a diseased individual. So it's the same type of care that you want to take when disposing of your placenta and even caring for your placenta. I did not make mention on the slides, but you want to make sure that you have gloves. Whoever's going to be touching the placenta, make sure that they have gloves while they are preparing and cleaning the placenta. They will be touching blood, okay? So you want to treat it as such, okay? Once it's detached, it needs to be disposed of carefully. These are just different options that you can do. You can burn it, you can bury it, or you can properly dispose of it using bio-waste bags and take it to a dumpster, okay? What we normally do is we normally burn our placentas. We burn ours because I don't want nobody coming over here trying to dig it up and placing no curse on my babies. So we normally burn ours. It's quick. It's quick, and it doesn't leave a mess or anything. It's just ashes, and then that's it. You're good to go. So if you burn it, get you a tin can, or if you have like a fire pit out in your backyard, you can burn it in a fire pit. That's just that's the main option that we use. And that's what I recommend because that's what we do. but the other options are to burn, bury, or properly dispose of using bio-waste bags. So I made this video. Hopefully this is helpful to whoever needs it. And if you guys have any questions or any other suggestions, please feel free to email me at the email that you saw on the first page, which is mothersherbalinstincts@gmail.com. Or you can go to my Facebook page. If you see, it's Herbally Defined. YouTube channel, Herbally Defined as well. And we have a up and coming website, herballydefined.com. So we'll have products on there here shortly, and more information, hopefully some tutorial videos on how to use my products as well, and just different things that you can make at home. So bless you guys. I hope this was informative and beneficial to you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Shalom.